He thought he was taking a party drug. Minutes later, he was dead. His sister and friend violently ill. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Mustin.
And I'm Jacqueline Allen. This is especially a concern with New Year's Eve just around the corner because as Denver 7's Jackie Correa reports, people using drugs may not get what they signed up for.
My brother absolutely loved the Marvel characters.
Chloe Price won't tell you her brother was a hero, but he was to her family. A normal 33-year-old guy, Jacob Morton, was trying to find his way, but made a deadly mistake the weekend of December 1st.
And we went to the club. It was very exciting. We got there about 10:45.
Chloe, her roommate, and brother Jacob went to Beta nightclub in downtown Denver to dance the night away. And with a little help from an illegal drug they say they've taken many times before, MDA, known on the streets as Sally, the parent drug to ecstasy and closely related to Molly.
So the music, the lights in the club, it stimulates you so you get better and higher at that time. So you're happy, you want to dance.
But all three of them, she says, had bad reactions to the drug. Chloe started throwing up and says she and a roommate were kicked out of the club and both ended up in the hospital, separated from her brother Jacob.
I had taken more than my roommate. I wasn't really understanding what was going on, why my brother ended up having such a severe reaction. I'm here in the hospital.
Mitchell Gomez with Dance Safe, a nonprofit focused on health and safety in the electronic music community, says this happens often.
I think it's important to qualify that the only totally safe choice is to not use substances.
But all over the country, his volunteers set up at different events to test for bad drugs to help keep partiers as safe as possible.
Lethal doses of opiates showing up in non-opiate drugs is happening. It's happening for sure. It's happening quite often.
Chloe believes the drugs they took were laced with something deadly. She never saw her brother alive again.
He actually collapsed, his knees buckled, collapsed, he had a stroke, and then he passed away. His heart basically couldn't take the drugs.
A few weeks later, Beta nightclub's management announced it would close its doors, saying it was time to reset and reflect. And in a separate statement, Denver 7 says their closure is not related to Jacob Morton's death.
Everybody should test everything they get every time, and this is a really good example of why you should do that. However, the person that did manufacture this did that with malicious intent.
She hopes sharing her brother's story can help save lives.
He had a really bright future ahead of him, but unfortunately, he's gone now, and I just want to kind of prevent this from happening to anybody else.
In Denver, Jackie Correa, Denver 7.
And Denver police are still looking into this. We won't know the official cause of death until the toxicology report is released. If you're interested in learning more about the program we mentioned, you can find this story on thedenverchannel.com.